Mewtwo EX coming into the format, I thought, you know what? There's a lot of good Mewtwo's nowadays. So why don't we just throw them all into one deck? Well, I made a video a short while ago on Mewtwo EX, but then I realized that, well, all Mewtwo's can fit in that deck. Because of that Xatu's clairvoyant sense, you can not only have the Mewtwo EX, but also the Mewtwo VSTAR with its side purge doing 270 damage easily with a Xatu deck. And I was like, okay, let's just go one step further. We'll add the Mewtwo from what I believe is Lost Origins. Okay, I just fact checked it. It's Crown Zenith. I was well off. With that limit break, 90 plus 90 if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. And then I went another step further and threw in the reflective barrier Mewtwo. Now what's great is all these Mewtwo's have no abilities, which means we can actually still play Path to the Peak in this deck. This just kind of has it all. But if I'm being completely honest, it's just the fact that there's a format where you can play this many Mewtwo's and get away with it. I'm gonna do that. So how about we do just that and get into some games. Before we begin, if you're looking to buy PTCGL codes, then check out PTCGL's store using the code FTW for 5% off. And to sell or buy bulk Pokemon cards, then check out TCG Bulk. All sponsors are linked in the description down below. Now, with that said, let's get going. We're playing the Gardevoir. Let's see how they get their turn 1 going. I am looking forward to this. Definitely not lying there at all. They're going to Mew, and they are probably going to retreat into it now with that Rot, as they go for their mysterious tail afterwards, of course. There you go. Look at me. I'm such a psychic. No wonder I'm playing a psychic type deck. They get VIP Pass. They're going to play that as well and just get more Rots into play. With a Radiant Greninja as well, and they pass. Right. We have an Arven, which is actually quite good, all things considered. So, because we can get ourselves a VIP Pass and a TM Evolution, meaning I can evolve some Natus. We love that. So let's go for a VIP Pass, and we're going to get a Mew, and we'll get ourselves a Natu out. Then we're going to switch into that Mew, see if we can get another VIP Pass. Hey, they got the double VIP. Can I get... Oh, no, they didn't get double, but they got a VIP. But I'll take this. This is still fine. And I'm going to get rid of the Manaphy here. I think the Vitality, actually, is the worst card in hand right now. Yeah, I think it is. All right, let's go for that. Now, in terms of the best cards to play, I actually think Psy/Mewtwo is the best bet. Yeah, I think Psy/Mewtwo is the one we want, because that's going to have the best possible outcomes. Either way, let's go for the TM Evolution, and let's evolve these Natus to get ourselves some Xatus. That'd be lovely. Bob's your uncle. There you go. And another one just for good measure. Let's see if that path does some work for us as well. That would be lovely. There's a level ball, so they will get their Curlier. Wonder if it's going to be Refinement or Mirage Step. It's the Refinement one. Oh yeah, why would they Mirage Step? They have one Pokemon on the, like one space on the board, sorry. What is Blad waffling about? I don't know. There's a Refinement. Getting rid of the VIP Pass and a Mysterious Tail coming through. Getting a Fog Crystal there, and they bench a Zacian V, which they can't roll the Sword of just yet. They can use that for its Forest Field Stone. Didn't get another energy there. My best guess is they're going to counter Path here. Let's see what they got with that stone. Or they go for a Rare Candy Guardy. There's that as well. It's a Vacuum. Okay, they're countering the Path. Get rid of an Ultra Ball. I'm assuming they obviously want to use that energy to draw a bit more with that Greninja. Now, the good thing is they've had to bench a Zacian V in order to do that. So that's something we can eventually Gust KO if things go our way. There's another level ball, though, after that. So that, to be fair, was kind of worth it, wasn't it, countering the Path? Because they get another Refinement. They go for a Curlier. They go for another Refinement, getting rid of another VIP Pass. Some good fodder for them, eh? Some god fodder. Yes, that's what it is, Sean. Roll the Sword coming in. They're probably going to attach to one of the Curliers, I would expect. Let's see. Okay, they do attach to a Curlier. Right, let's see what we can get. We can definitely get our Mewtwo going this turn. That's good. Let's go for an Arven. We'll get a Fog Crystal, and I'll also go for a TM Evolution here. All right, let's use that Fog Crystal. Let's get some draw going. Let's go for it. Come on, I need to see some draw, mate. Give me something to work with here, you know what I mean? Let's go in with that basic energy, and we don't get another one, of course. Typical stuff. We do, however, have the Mysterious Tail. I could also Ultra Ball here. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. I'm gonna get rid of these two, and I'm just gonna get Mewtwo EX in hand. I'm not going to attach it just yet. Then I'm gonna Mysterious Tail. Please, Fog Crystal. No, switch. But this sucks, because I actually now have to get rid of my Mewtwo if I want to attack this turn. Or I get rid of my Path. Or I just pass and say, you know what? I'm gonna Path you. Come at me. That's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try that out. When Path is doing nothing but blocking off Greninja and Zacian. I know it stops the Guardy, but obviously Guardy's just got so much else to countering it. It doesn't... Path is never... Sorry, I have to hit my microphone again. Path has never been a problem for Guardy. It just isn't. Get rid of the Mirage Step Curlier, interestingly enough. So they're probably looking for a Rare Candy Guardy play because they... Or they want that extra rolls for another refinement. Mysterious Tail coming in. Getting a VIP Pass. Clearly for discard fodder. Yeah, this deck's just seeing more cards. That's the sad reality here. Anyway, they get their 2 off that refinement. They go for an energy attachment to the Curlier and a Gardevoir Shining Arcana of the variant of the Arcana kind of blah blah. Gonna go for that Shining Arcana ability and a rare candy. Of course they have it. Of course they have it. That said, they can't use it just yet unless they counter the path. They're gonna heavy research though. They want that path gone. However, they have failed to do so, so we have kind of bought another turn here. Let's Mysterious Tail first. Come on, give me a Fog Crystal. Let's go. Okay. Now, if they hit into my Mewtwo, at least they get to KO themselves back. That's something I'm happy with. Let's go for some draw. Finally, some action, eh? Finally, some action. Fog Crystal coming in. I'm going to start getting this Mewtwo set up. The basic Pokemon, the single prize Pokemon is super important here. We all know that. Do I just KO the Mew here? I think I do, actually. I think I just try and just get as much going as possible, right? Oh, okay. We are drawing, finally. Heavy Ball failing, giving us nothing. Gonna go for a... Do I switch or do I retreat? No, I think I No, if I'm gonna go for a Size Slash... No, I'd rather save the... No, I'm gonna get KO'd, though. No, I think I retreat. Yeah, I think I do retreat. And I'm just gonna go for a simple Size Slash. Just get an energy on the Mewtwo, and I'm just gonna take out that Mew. I was thinking Reflective Barrier, because they'll just hit into me and KO me again, but... sorry, KO themselves, but I might as well just KO the Mew. Like, what's the point? I just do that. What I need to do here is effectively try and find my Rod, my Klara, and just try and reuse my single prizes as much as I can, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to kind of just keep that ball rolling so I don't have to get a 2-prizer until maybe later on in the game where they come up with something like a Gardevoir EX, which will just happen. That's Gardevoir for you, right? It always forces you to be in it for the long run. It seems like, though, they still may not have a path counter, meaning I might actually have to come up with the Mewtwo EX, at least in order to do some work here. Right, let's find out, though. The unfortunate thing is I actually won't have enough to KO with the Mewtwo EX. That's the wild thing. There's a Raihan coming in. Bro, they're just... It's okay. They don't need Gardevoir EX. It's fine. This deck just works without it, clearly. Funny enough, they could even go for a reversal if they wanted to. Wow, Gardevoir is just... They just have too much, man. Too much options. The deck needs to go, blood. It just needs to go. Either way, there is a Brainwave coming in. And we will be able to respond, but funny enough, not with the KO, which is the weirdest thing. Oh, we get Klara, though. Oh, I kind of vibe with the Klara. All right, let's just... get the Mewtwo back. I'll get another Natu going. Let's go for that. Because I'm going to need to accelerate a lot more to this Mewtwo once the future comes. Because that's just going to be needed. And I think we first start... I'm tempted to go for a Reflective Barrier, you know. Because I can't get a KO this turn anyway. So they're going to hit me. Might as well hit a Reflective Barrier, right? Let's just see what we can do. Let's charge this up like so. And it does actually give us 1 extra energy in play, which is quite a big deal. We'll go for a Mysterious Tail and get ourselves VIP. Sure thing. I think I attach to this Mewtwo. Go for a switch like so. And I think I just go for that Reflective Barrier, which is a good thing, right? Because what's going to happen is, in order to KO me, they need to hit 130. Gardevoir, they need to get... They put such as a damage counter. Something as simple as a damage counter on this thing. Then it KOs itself. And currently, they haven't got a counter to path just yet. That said, they could hit the Shining Arcana and it's going to Curlier, swing into me, and then they'll have 10 damage left, which would be kind of annoying, but what can you do? Also, I have just realized they've got 7 cards left in deck. What the hell? No, they're going to come up with the Gardevoir EX. They're bossing something here. They're taking out a Xatu. Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely going to dodge the barrier, that's for sure. Right, I think it's time with that evolution, right, with the evolving into 2 Gardevoir EXs, I think it's time we try and get ourselves moving a little bit here. Try and get this Mewtwo EX going. Because if this path is sticking for some reason, which it is, then this Mewtwo is going to be quite strong with all this energy running around. So let's go for it. I'm going to Rod here, bring back a Xatu. I'm going to hold off the energy because I actually can just energy retrieval if I need them. And we're going to go for a Clairvoyant Sense, a bit of a risky one, onto the Mewtwo EX. Let's see how we do. Okay, we do get another Xatu, so that's great. Let's go for a Superior Energy Retrieval. This is why I left it. Because if we get a Xatu, we can have the energy for it. Do I, in this case, actually go for a Size Slash? Well, no, they just can't KO my Mewtwo unless they count the path, which they still can do, especially after getting something from the prizes. So I think a Size Slash actually is the correct move. So I'm just going to retreat this bad boy like so into this. Throw an energy here, and then go for a Size Slash for the KO. It's a lot of energy gone, though, so this Mewtwo's damage power is just getting reduced by the second, which kind of is counterintuitive, isn't it? But what can I do? Right, there's another Xatu. As I said, if I can get a switch next turn, I can at least hit a 180 on this Guardy, which does go a long way. There's a Rod, bringing a Ralts, and Curlier back. Oh, sorry, Gardevoir, not Curlier. What am I waffling about? Energy on the Guardy, level ball, as they come into a Ralts there, and they're going to bench that Ralts. Gardevoir's just too strong, bro. The fact that it can keep up with me with Path stuck in play is insane. And the fact that it played a Raihan, that just blew me away. Either way, it is what it is. Let's see what we got. We're getting Iono. I don't know if that's helpful here. To be fair, I think it kind of is. The more energy we can recover, the better. I need my superior energy retrieval now. ASAP. All right, that's not that just yet, but it is 2 energy we can at least accelerate to get some damage out with this Mewtwo. Let's see what we can do. Oh, energy retrieval. There we go. And we don't need it just yet, but we will need it next turn. That's for sure. Do I actually retreat here? Oh, God. If they KO this Mewtwo, it is kind of a wrap, isn't it? But then if they have nothing, they could have a path counter though, right? They had 6 cards in deck. Their whole hand didn't have a path counter. I've Iono'd mainly to draw more cards for myself. So they also have having a counter to path are relatively high, but I'm just going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm thinking if I retreat into this Mewtwo, fine. I get a 180 swing, right? It's going to get KO'd easily. And at that point, like, they need a lot to KO my Mewtwo right now, right? They need to get another Shining Arcana and also counter path, which to be fair isn't that bad, but they have no draw right now. Greninja's locked off. Well, they may be counter path, but I think we're fine. Yeah, okay, we are fine. We are doing okay. Now, this would be a great turn to then retreat, because I'm going to take a swing here. I can retreat into the 180 Mewtwo and just go for a KO, and then hopefully get to a point where I can maybe gust this and take it out with this Mewtwo EX, or I actually get, after that KO, I could also, maybe I should have gone for the V-Star. V-Star KOs this so comfortably. There's just so many options. That's the thing, right? They do boss though. Oh, I think they're going to boss up my Mewtwo. They are. Interesting. And I do see why, to be fair to you, because single prices are the problem, right? Right, Rod is gone. Klara is gone. There's no more recovery here, meaning I have to do the EX now. So my main fear is that they counter path and they Shining Arcana me. That is a genuine possibility. So is it actually worth me bossing up the Curlier? I think I promote Mewtwo, that's for sure. Is it worth me bossing up the Curlier here? Because the issue is though, right? I have a KO on this. I could Iono then. That could be big. Yeah, I think I don't. Because if I boss the Curlier, they're just going to come with Gardevoir, swim with Gardevoir. I would then have to find a way to get something else going. So I think I'm going to go for 1 Xatu. I'm trying to think if I can get a Mewtwo V down. I do have 2 Mewtwo V still available because the V is going to be good. If I can V-Star. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is kind of in line with what I wanted. And this would actually allow me to boss the Curlier this turn. Yeah, this would allow me to boss the Curlier. I'm going to attach. I don't think I'm going to draw because I'm going to deck out soon. And I think I go for a superior energy retrieval now, actually, because I don't need these Arvens. And the more energy, the better. Because this is going to allow me to go for that final boss KO if I have a boss. I do have a boss left somewhere, which means no, next time I see my whole deck. So I think I just go for a Photokinesis and take a KO. They can swing into my Mewtwo. Then I can KO that with the Mewtwo V-Star. And then it's just so difficult for them. That said, they have a Zacian. What am I doing? They could just Zacian KO me if they needed to. What am I doing? I'm so dumb. I should have just KO'd this. I forgot they have a Zacian. They bounce path. It's fine. Like they just win. But that said, it seems like they haven't got that kind of play. It doesn't seem that's what's going on. This is very interesting. They're going to retreat, though. They're going to retreat to a Mew, and they're going to level ball. I still think that I come in with the Mewtwo V-Star because it's still the most difficult one to deal with, right? There's a lost vacuum. That will give them the path they need. Oh, they win. Wait, didn't they just retreat? Oh, they retreated to the Mew. Oh, that's huge. So I have to KO Zacian here. Okay, right, okay. I forgot they've already retreated for turn, meaning they don't win. Okay. I can't lie, though, that path stuck way more than it needed to, so I'm happy with that. Plus, apparently I have, like, loads of path left all of a sudden. Oh, no, I've got 2 path left still, so can still stick that. This has been such a backwards game, but it's intense, man. I'm trying to find my way through a Guardy, which is difficult. They're going to attach to the Mew, but I'm sure they realized they can't retreat unless they played a switch. They didn't play a switch, did they? No, they didn't. They didn't play a switch. And they're gonna, whoa, I'd be careful because you're now allowing me, if you put this Zacian to a low HP, you're allowing me to come up with something like a Mew or a Xatu and KO it, which you don't want, right? You want to see the 2 prize on you. Wait, am I bugging? They have retreated, right? I'm so sure they retreated. Oh my God, I don't know. I'm confused now. There's no way they'd be committing this much right now if they didn't have a way. I swear to God, if their 1 card in their hand is like a switch, I'll be fuming. Okay, they roll the sword. Okay. So what I've got to do here is kind of scary, but I have to. Oh, no. How much damage am I hitting here? I'm hitting 130. Oh my God, I am so blessed. I've got an idea. I'm going to retreat. Right, hear this out. Hear this bad boy out. I'm just going to come in with the Mewtwo. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to use my V-Star power. This is the ultimate Mewtwo coming in to play. Star Raid, get rid of that Zacian. Out of here. It's finito. It's gone. You have one card left. You need to draw. You have no draw apart from your Greninja. How are you finding a way out of this now? I have Boss for Game in hand. It's served onto me on a platter. I need to get this. Come on. It has to happen. There's a rare candy. That's scary. They do rare candy. They have the Shining Arcana. Oh my God, I think they win. How did they rare candy into the Arcana for game? This is Gardevoir. This is what I don't like, bro. You try your best. You get to the wire. But Gardevoir always just does it. It just gets there every time. I'm just trying to hope that they can't do the maths right, but they can, right? They only need to do what? They need to do, oh, can they do it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 2, 4, 6, but they have Scream Tail. But they've retreated. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 5, 7 energy. And wait, am I doing this? No, it's 30 damage. What am I talking? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. No. Wait, 3, 6. I can't do the maths, bro. There's a reversal. It's GG. God's sake. You just can't beat Gardy. It's just too good, man. All right. Seems as though we are playing a Charizard. That reflective barrier is going to be good in the future. I think sticking to single price as much as possible in this deck is probably going to be better. That said, it is going to be interesting. Let's see how this pans out. Battle VIP Pass for my opponent coming out as they get themselves a Mew EX and a Charmander. They're going to switch probably into the Mew there. Yeah. And they're going to throw an energy down on the Charmander and just pass. All right, cool. Let's see how we do here. On our top deck, it's a Klara. Ay. Right. Mysterious Tail, give me something. Okay. Everything going wrong. That's great to see for a start. Let's just get our Natus out as much as we can. I'm going to go for an Iono here. You never know. We could get something pretty good here. Oh, maybe I should throw in the energy. Yeah, I should have attached the energy. So we do actually have the evolution TM in this deck, wildly enough, but it doesn't matter because we haven't found it anyway. Alrighty then. Let's get another Natu. And I think I actually have to hold here. Yeah, I think I hold. I think I do hold. That's actually one of the worst starts I've had in this deck, believe it or not. So this one actually likes going second because we actually have the Arven evolution TM in here. We play 4 Arven. We have the Mysterious Tail and stuff like that to find VIP pass. So as long as you have a Mew and an Arven in your opening hand, you absolutely pop off. But we just didn't get it this turn, unfortunately. That said, our opponent appears to be somewhat struggling. Well, they got a Metagoza heads there, so maybe not so much now. It's a Charmeleon. That's very telling. They're evolving the Char. So no Charizard this turn. I'll take it, all right? I had a bit of struggle there. Thank God my opponent's struggling a little bit. Alrighty, so now, funnily enough, the least important cards here are probably the Mewtwo VSTAR and probably the Rigid Band, I think. Yeah, right. So let's get ourselves a Xatu and we'll bring you out into play. There's no harm in ever trying to hit that Metagoza. I mean, why not? What I really need is my path to the peak. That's really our Charizard out, is to just path them, basically. I'm going to Fog Crystal, though. I think I'm just going to go for a Mewtwo Reflective Barrier. Because, of course, Charizard hits us for weakness, meaning if they hit into my Mewtwo, then they KO themselves. That's the idea, at least. Gonna Mysterious Tail, see if we get anything else worthwhile. We get another Ultra Ball, that's fine. We're just gonna go for a Xatu onto that Mewtwo there. See if we get anything. We get another energy, that's good. And in fact, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Retrieval, because that's more for the V-Star strategy. And just get myself another Xatu and accelerate again to the Reflective Barrier Mewtwo. At least that's the plan. Let's see if we can get a switch and a way out of the active. That would be really strong. No, but we do get Path. Oh, yes. Throw that Path into play. Let's see Charizard try to do something now. He says with them having, obviously, just the energy in play. Do they have the evolution, though? That's my question. They do. Thankfully, though, they don't get their Infernal Rain out, but they will be able to retreat and attack. But the good news is I can Reflective Barrier, and they clearly... Why am I going to bring up VIP Pass? I can Reflective Barrier, and they just clearly have to either boss around it or find a way with a Dead Hand and Path in play. I don't think they're going to be able to find it, so we have a pretty good Mewtwo in the active. However, we do need something here. A Rod's not the best, if I'm honest with ya. It's not good. That said, it can recover a Mew and an energy, so that just increases my odds slightly of drawing out of this. Let's go for that Reflective Barrier, and I want to see you hit me, Charizard. Go on, do it. There's an energy down on the Mew, and a rare candy getting that Pidgeot. However, we do have that Path, and they've got one card in hand. It's an Iono. Oh, for crying out loud, of course it is. Right, at least we get to see some cards. That said, I got that Mew back, unfortunately. They do get the Metagoza. They're obviously going to try and get another Charizard going and see what they can do. Now, there's not a lot going on in terms of switches in a Charizard deck. So they've already played one switch. They maybe will have an escape rope, but this Mewtwo is going to stay alive long enough to a point where they don't have any option but to hit it. That's the idea, at least. And if not, we can just keep Reflective Barrier and buying some turns, building our board state to a point where maybe we can get that Mewtwo EX going. That said, we need like 10 energy on it. So, 10 energy into play, sorry, in order for that to take an OHKO. That said, it's not impossible. Yep, they just passed. We have bought ourselves a pretty good turn here. I'm going to Mesagoza and see if I can get myself that Mewtwo out now. We get heads. Let's go. I think we go for this bad boy. And if they Gust KO this will activate our 180 Mewtwo anyway, so it's fine. Let's go for an energy on that Mewtwo. And we will go for another energy on that Mewtwo. In case we made that, I just switch into this instead of having the reflective barrier so I can put pressure. I also want the thingy-mabob, the paths to the peak, you know? I will throw a Mew down before I do anything else. And I think I'll throw an energy onto the Mew. And I think I'm going to Iono here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. If I could just find that path to the peak, then that would be really strong. Oh yeah. We get the doublers. Oh, let's go for it. I'm going to throw this Mewtwo down. No, I don't need it down now. Let's just go for Reflective Barrier again. And we'll just keep building our board for the time being, disrupting them enough, hopefully, to a point where they just have to hit my Mewtwo if they want to go further, or I come up and KO it. The Charizard, that is, of course. However, in doing so, this Mewtwo will go down. So still a bit of a troublesome matchup, but not the end. They did counter the path, though, which sucks. They go for a Mesagoza. They get heads. God, this Mesagoza is giving today, isn't it? There's a Charizard EX from there. And they are going to evolve into it. Obviously, they're going to be able to retreat here. I'm assuming they're going to come in with the Mew because the Mew can get the KO. It does mean that Mew will take 130 damage. If they do the Side Slash. Yeah, actually, to be fair, that's going to be quite nice because then I can come in and just take a KO easily on that. Either way, it's just how about we go. It's how we move around these Charizards is the issue, right? We're not really designed for it. They do boss, as I thought, and they are just going to take out the Mewtwo EX, right? No, they're going to go for the Mew. What? Okay, that's rather strange. Right, we're going to throw Path back into play, and they likely will be able to counter it, but at least we get it back. Do I just get a Mewtwo EX going in here? Maybe I do, because they can't OHKO it. Maybe I can get a swing now. All right, let's throw this Mewtwo down, the other one. Like so. We'll go for a Mesagoza first, and then we'll Path. Just like so. Is there a case we made that I boss up this Mew? I feel like that's actually a bigger threat. Right, let's get an R2. But if I KO the Mew, then they can KO me. So that's kind of against the purpose of it, isn't it? So maybe I just go for a Clairvoyant Sense onto this Mewtwo now. Just see if I can build up some stuff. Path? Yeah, I can Path. They've already got 4 in their hand. So, I mean, Iono, not Path. You know what I mean? You know what I'm on about. Okay. All right. This is nice. Let's go for more acceleration, more energy in play. So we just hit more damage. Why not? There we go. We also have the Retrieval if we need it. We don't need it, though. Currently hitting 190. So I'd rather save this energy for draw than anything else. So we're just going to go for a Photokinesis, 490 damage. And then maybe I can come up with a smaller Mewtwo and take a KO somewhere. Yeah, they're just going to go for a Burning Darkness. I can retreat this Mewtwo now. We've got Superior Retrieval as well, so we can still draw a lot. And we still have tons of energy. Right. I'm going to thin out a little bit now and get rid of the Heavy Ball and a Natu. I guess I can get Mewtwo V. I guess I might need it at some point. You never know. What I'm looking for now... Oh, no, I don't even need a bot. I could just retreat. Oh, I'm fine, bro. Oh, I am fine. Let's go for a Clairvoyant Sense onto... I think I'm going to put it on the... I can't do the Limit Break because they're not at 3 yet. So I'm going to have to attack with the Barrier Mewtwo here, which isn't ideal, but then again, it's fine. Let's go for a Xatu on this bad boy because that will be coming up afterwards. Let's just manually retreat here, like so. And then I'm going to keep building. We'll get energy back onto the Mewtwo EX. That's perfectly fine. There you go. Now, I think do I Iono again? Well, they didn't have a Path counter in hand. They didn't boss me, but they didn't need to. So what if they have boss in hand? That's what I'm worried about. Because they're just going to boss up my Mewtwo and KO it, and that could be problems. Then again, I have the Mewtwo V. I can still V-Star. Granted, it's not ideal. It can happen. So I think I'm just going to Side Slash here. Yeah, let's go for a Side Slash. We'll take the knockout on Charizard, and we'll just have to keep trying to navigate this. Until we get a point where we can OHKO Charizard, that'd be really good. That'd be so good, but we just have to wait and see. All right, let's see what they've got. 6 cards in hand for them. Super Rod coming in. And they recover a Charmander and 2 energy there. Now, to be fair, I have just realized as they play an Ultra Ball, so Nesball, I do have still have all my bosses. So maybe I try and just boss up these 2, the Pidgeot and the Mew for game. Maybe that's my game plan. Because they take a KO here, but now I'm hitting 180. So I actually have a boss KO on Mew. And then after that, if I charge up this Mewtwo EX enough, Or if I just go for... Oh, no, I got rid of my Vitality Band. Ah, I did get rid of Vitality Band early, didn't I? Damn, I should have kept it because that would actually turn this to 280. All right, we'll have to somehow hit 280 with this Mewtwo. That's going to be the deal here. Right, let's go for a superior energy retrieval. We're doing that for sure. I'm worried about decking out, actually. That's a concern. I have Iono, but then I can't boss, right? That's somewhat a concern, to be fair. Throwing energy down here. I actually do draw a max of 6, so I actually just about escape deck out here, which is fine, I guess, but it's a bit on the riskier side, that's for sure. Let's just make sure I do have my other boss. That's kind of one thing I'm worried about, is not having enough bosses available. Let's see. Right, so we've got a lot of energy in play here. Still no boss. What? I think I'm gonna Ultra Ball here to get rid of these two. Don't need them. Oh, we do. Okay, it's just the last card in our deck. Of course. I was like, I'm not sure about that one, Chief. Let's boss up this Mew. Let's just hit the limit break for 180 and take the KO. And so long as this Mewtwo EX stays alive, like, staying alive. Bro, that was terrible. If it does, then we do have a pretty high odds of winning here. That said, will I have enough energy to hit 280? I don't know. I could also just Klara and get the reflective barrier Mew back. But then if I Klara, then I deck out. So there's that. There's that burning darkness. We're hitting 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We're not hitting enough, meaning I have to come up with a single prize up, right? That's just I have to come up with a Xatu or something, which feels really bad. I can still accelerate though, right? I won't draw, but I can still accelerate. Unless I boss up this Charizard. No, I can't. I have to Iono here, otherwise I just lose. Let's evolve to the V-Star. And I think I just Iono? No, maybe I get energy in play first. Yeah, I'll get some energy in play here. It doesn't matter. I don't need to draw. So we'll do that. And we'll hit more energy onto this Xatu. And I just Iono, bringing myself down and my opponent down. Do I just go for a... No, literally there's no good out here right now. Okay, I think we're in a bit of trouble actually now that I think about it. Should I have saved that energy then? Because if I Iono'd, I could have found the energy and drawn more. Yeah, I think I should have done that. What I need to do really is boss that Charizard EX. That's what I need. Now I can't do that because they're just going to be able to attack with it at one point. And unfortunately, our superiors are down. I only have 2, so... I do have Klara, but Klara's not going to get me to 330. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Right, well, it's now or never. We come up with the Mewtwo EX. Can we beat the late game Charizard? No, unfortunately, we cannot. Well, hey, we took it to the wire. We did try our best, and there were certain cards I left out that maybe I could have had. Maybe in the earlier turns, I shouldn't have relied on reflective barriers too much, sorry. Could have just, maybe swung with Mewtwo EX maybe a couple of times while I could have. Either way, it is what it is. Charizard's just too big for us to deal with, unfortunately. And that was kind of disheartening, wasn't it? In both of those games, we came so close. In all seriousness, though, it was fun to play with the Mewtwo V-Star. It's a great concept. It's just too weak. We'll leave it there. If you like it and enjoy, please subscribe for more. Take care of yourself, and peace.